Now, from where do plants get water? Very simple, from soil. So, transportation will come later. First, water has to be absorbed. So, first part of mechanism of transportation of water is absorption of water. How is water absorbed? By roots, and in the roots there are the root hair. It is the root hair that absorb water, right. Now, root hair are unicellular. Here this is the soil. When soil is well watered, the amount of water in the soil is much more than in the root hair. Now, what will happen? There will be a water concentration gradient. What are the conditions? In the soil, more water, root hair, less water, in between, semi-permeable membrane. So, naturally, water will move from its region of higher concentration to lower concentration. And what is this process? This is osmosis. So, by osmosis, water flows into the root hair, and from root hair it goes on to other cells of the root, and finally it reaches the xylem, from where further transportation of water will take place. For time being, what you need to remember is that absorption of water takes place by osmosis. Then we come to the actual transportation of water. The transportation of water and minerals is through ascent of sap. There were scientists Dickson and Joly who in 1894 gave this theory of transpiration pull. Now, what does this mean? You know, constantly during the day, water is evaporating through stomata. This process is called transpiration. Now, why does this transpiration take place, or how does it take place? You know, the intercellular spaces of the leaves, they are saturated with water, but air always is not saturated. So, obviously, water from here moves into the stomata and as vapors to the air. But then, why there is water in intercellular spaces? From where does it come? It comes because of the evaporation from the wet cell walls of the mesophyll, right. So, once water evaporates from there and comes to the intercellular spaces and then to air, obviously the mesophyll cells become deficient in water. So, they suck water, right. So, this is how the transpiration is taking place. Now, as transpiration takes place, there is a partial vacuum created. Just like if you have used a straw or a pipe to suck your cold drink or water, what happens there? As you suck air, there is a partial vacuum created and your cold drink or milk or whatever you are drinking moves up. Same is the process here. As the transpiration takes place, a suction pull is created and water moves up. Here water becomes like a column of water and which does not break. Why? Because of two forces, cohesion and adhesion. Cohesion force is force of attraction between water molecules and adhesion is between water molecules and the cells.